Hey guys, how we doing? Set here back again with another video. This time we are returning to our very lovely, lovable Bakugo Katsuki. Of course, my main of Season 3. Started out my main in the first part of Season 1 before I switched to Momo. But as of these videos that I'm going to show you today, have not played Bakugo for over a month in the matches to come that I'm about to show you. So yeah, we're just gonna get back into it, see if any of that tournament winning Bakugo that we were can come out and you know, storm the lobby despite not having played as him in over a month. So we're gonna see how it is. Just wanted to show you guys my profile for Season 3. As you can see, I haven't played a whole lot of Season 3. I only played 91 times, but done pretty well across it. You know, in Season 2 and Season 1, I played a lot more games, but, you know, with the break I took, and, you know, just a lack of interest, really, in Season 3 overall. It's, still a pretty good turnout, but, yeah, maybe Season 4, we'll see how it goes. Will I play more in Season 4? I don't really know. Depends on how the balance goes, depends on how some characters are, you know, touched up. We'll see exactly what it looks like, but, yeah, alright. Here we go. 2 games for you to enjoy. The tournament winning Bakugo, about to see if he can recreate some of what he was able to do back when I was playing before. Alright, let's get into it. So this is the first of 2 games for the video. Did the good old random queue, solo queue, and I got these 2 guys with me. Salty Childcare. I would love to know the reasoning behind that name. Like, does he have an experience there? Salty Childcare? Like, was he taken care of as a child saltily? Or does he have to saltily take care of children? I don't know what exactly that means, but I would love to know how that came about. You know, I look at usernames a lot of the time, and I always just wonder, you know, how did you make that username? You know? Where did you come up with that? What led you to that name? There are some names you can see, they just look like made up names. Like, my one looks like kind of like a made up name, but what it is, it's a bunch of things put together to make a name. But then you get some funny names like, you know, like that one, and you wonder, huh, I wonder where that came from. Wonder what spurred that on, you know? Whenever I hear that Toga knife rush just somewhere like in the back of my ear and I don't know where it is, mate, I feel like I'm about to be a victim of Final Destination. You guys ever seen that movie? Those are kind of old movies now. Maybe some of you young guns, you might not have seen it, but yeah, the the Final Destination movies, man, it just makes me think, God, I'm about to die somehow right now. What is the most, here's a question for you guys, what is the most PTSD inducing sound effect in this game? For me, I think it might be that, the Toga Rush. As soon as I hear that, you know, that ching 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 ching, I'm thinking, what? You know, I do not want to be anywhere near that situation. Circumstances, you know, unoptimal. Look at this guy. Took him out behind the bar like he was. Took it to both of these Starbucks employees. Served me my coffee and shut the hell up. That's what I told these 2. And give me a cake while I'm at it. Not your cake, Deku. I don't swing that way. But I'll take a knockout from you. All my lane, they're like, you gonna help me? And I was like, actually no, I'm not. I knew he was gonna get up on his own. He'd be fine. It would have taken longer for me to get him. Look at that, that's how you should be using the beta for Bakugo, if you never know. Aim it where they're going, not where they are. Unless, you know, they've popped a squat and they're sitting there monk style, then by all means, you know, drop the bombs on their head. Like you're working for George Bush, you know, drop those bombs. But if you're not, sorry, if they're not, you gotta just gotta get out of there, man. And make sure you're throwing the bombs where they are gonna be, not where they currently are. Otherwise, by the time those bombs land there, it's gonna be too late. Unless you're like mega close. That's a different story. Just think, for every bit of advice you can give in this game, there's a circumstance that contradicts it. You know, there's almost a contradiction for every single piece of advice you could ever give for any part of this game. But, you know, that's why you just kind of got to tell people what to do, and then that's why when I tell you guys how to do something, I always tell you why to do it. Because if I tell you how to do it, you'll know how to do it, but you'll never know when to do it. Because if you don't know why, then you don't know when is the best time. You just kind of do it, and then sooner or later there's gonna become, you know, a situation where you're gonna need to do that one thing that you know how to do, but you're not gonna realize it's the right time to do it, or the vice versa. It's gonna be the wrong time for you to do something. You're like, don't worry, guys, I got this. I saw him do it. I'm about to do it myself. And it's the wrong time for you to do it. You fuck everything up. Everyone hates you. You know, you're sitting there the next night at dinner with your girlfriend, thinking about the guy you lost in a 1v1-2 in the final circle. You know, you're sitting there muttering, and you know, she's brought her friends, you've brought your friends. Everyone's kind of, you know, seeing the new relationship that you're in. And then you're just kind of sitting there thinking about that 1v1 you lost against, you know, the Kendo. But you was Bakugo, and you should have won that. And you're like, man, that player was just better than me. He's just a better person than me. He deserves everything that I have, and I deserve nothing. You know, and your girlfriend's sitting next to you, and she's like, what the fuck? You know, and then, you know, it's kind of embarrassing. Have you guys ever been there? I've never been there. But that's what can happen to you if you don't know the why. So it's always good to know why you're doing something, instead of just knowing how to do it, right? Look at that, this Todoroki, he had no idea. He thought he was, you know, between two ferns, about to be interviewed by Zach Galifianakis, or what the fuck his name is. But no. Ferns are trees, by the way. If you didn't get that reference, I'm kind of disappointed, because it was a pretty good one. The Hangover, man. Those were good movies. Did you guys ever watch those back in the day? You know, I've seen Hangover 1 and 2. Never seen 3. Never seen 3. Just no reason for it. I've had plenty of opportunity to watch it. Just never saw number 3. I don't even know why. Couldn't even tell you. Look at this, man. Stairway case to hell. You know, when My Heroes One Justice came out, I'm only thinking this right now because I just remembered the for the One Punch Man fans in here. I'm a huge One Punch Man fan. I like One Punch Man more than I like My Hero Academia, which I know is kind of, I don't know, maybe some of you think I'm crazy for that, but I don't know, I just love One Punch Man. But to be fair, I love One Punch Man more than a lot of things. It's close with My Hero and One Punch Man. But yeah, huge OPM fan, huge. And they showed the first look at season 3 the other day, and I've been waiting for season 3 for like 5 years. You know, season 1 of One Punch Man, love it. Season 2, I love it. I know there's that whole, the animation isn't as good. Man, stop being a little bitch. Season 2 was fucking awesome as well, man. So anyway, what are you, on the board of animation directors? Like, what the hell? It looks fine. It looks fine. Anyway, so they released season 3 footage. Not tons of it, but, you know, exciting stuff. I read the manga as well, so I know what's going on currently in One Punch. I don't read the webcomic, because I prefer the manga. Not that I've ever even tried the webcomic, but it's just like, why am I going to read the webcomic and the manga? It's too much, you know, it's, you know, why? I'm going to put cheese spread in a cheese slice sandwich? No. Do people do that? But, no. It's too much, you know. I don't want to, I'm not trying to do polarization. I just want to read one, and I'm choosing the manga. At least that's the way my life is right now for it. Anyway, so, what was I going to? Yeah, anyway, so I'm looking forward to One Punch Man Season 3 when that comes out. I cannot wait for that. But it just reminded me, when My Heroes One Justice came out, the first one, the One Punch Man fighting game came out around the same time, and I knew, because I was still streaming back then as well. Well, I'm not really streaming now, but back then I was streaming. And, yeah, I knew I could only get one. Not because of money. I could afford both, easily. But it was a case of, I'm not going to be able to play both to a proper standard. I'm not going to be able to play both properly and cover both with my platform. So I'm going to have to lock into one. And I chose the One Punch Man fighting game, because the One Punch Man fighting game and the My Hero fighting game, they came out at the same time, roughly, like within like the same month or so. Or at least within the same kind of 30-day period. And I went with I went with One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows, which I really enjoyed. But that game was not a popular game. People did not like One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows. That game did not do well. I don't think it even sold well, which is a real shame. So I guess I made the wrong decision back then. You know, I really enjoyed it, but it couldn't be understated that One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows was less popular than a bacon sandwich in Afghanistan. You know, it just was not selling. Wrong audience. People did not like that game. People did not like that game, which is a real shame. But I liked it a lot. And then, you know, like, look at this. All these years later, My Hero Battle Royale comes out, and it kind of, you know, just makes everything right again. But would I love a One Punch Man Battle Royale? Yeah, I think I would. I think I would. Get it done. Make it happen, Bandai. I want it. What can I say? I want it. Give it to me. I need it. Nah, I'd love another One Punch Man game, but that's the thing with One Punch Man. Every game that One Punch Man has made since A Hero Nobody Knows is like some mobile gacha nonsense. And I'm not saying that gacha games or mobile games can't be good, but some franchises you just don't want to see a mobile game for. You just want to see a proper game, you know. When One Punch Man, I know they had that new one, One Punch Man World, comes out on PC and mobile. Yeah, it came out on PC, but we all can see it's a mobile game. Where's the console release? Where is the line of thinking there? We need a console, another console-made One Punch Man game. Put it on PC as well, of course. But you know what I'm trying to say? Not a mobile game that just so happens to be on PC. No. I want a console game that's also on PC and then has no way to function on a mobile, because if a game can function on a mobile, then that is some Candy Crush shit. And we don't want it. We don't want it. Give us a good One Punch Man game. Anyway. 8 KOs, 5k damage. That was my first time playing Bakugo in over a month. Not a terrible result at all. Pretty happy with that one. So that's the thing. When I don't play this game for a long time and I come back, I kind of struggle with certain characters, but there are other characters I can just click right back into. But yeah, that was game 1. Hopefully you guys like that. We'll jump into game 2. Listen to more of my prattling. Yeah, any comments about that? The topics, the game, let me know. Alright, moving on to the next. And just drifting straight into game 2. After the first one, I took these guys back in. I said, you know what? I like you two. You guys are some good wingmen. I can't remember if they invited me or I invited them. Actually, no. Sorry, I remember. I solo queued again after that previous match. And I got these guys again. You guys, whose name is Pablo Escobar. That guy watched Narcos probably about 10 times if he made that his username. That was a good show though, Narcos. Pablo. Every time I watch those drug shows, you know, these guys, they make millions and millions and millions and they're loving life and they've got everything in the palm of their hand. And you always just think, just stop. You've got enough money. Just leave it right there. Get out of the game. And you'll be fine. But no, they keep pushing it, man. They keep pushing it. They get locked in even further. They cross the line they can't come back from, and then the police eventually get them. Or they're, you know, say their colleagues, like they're working in Walmart. Their colleagues keep them in the game too long. They don't let them leave. I don't know. If it was for me, yeah. If I was a drug lord, which I'm not, at least not on weekdays. Yeah, I definitely, if I knew like I made like a really good amount of money that I could easily live on and then some, I would probably stop if I felt like stopping would mean I would never ever get in trouble for it from that point on, rather than keep pushing my luck. Because if you keep pushing your luck, you're going to get richer and richer, but at what point do the riches become too rich for you to even really make use of? You know what I mean? When some people have so much money, you can't even spend all that money. Now you're just being gluttonous with money. You're not even going to spend that much. I don't know. Am I alone in that? What do you guys think? If you were gaining money illegally at an alarming rate, and you got millions and millions, and you could very easily stop right there and never get caught, would you stop right there and never get caught, or would you keep pushing towards the sun as close as you could go, saying, I'm never going to be stopped. I'm going to make the most amount of money ever. Fuck everyone else. I'm going to keep making money. And then you got Colombian cartels who want to cut your head off. Throw your head in a pond. all that good stuff. You know, there's kind of stuff that lets you sleep easy at night, knowing people want to do to you. You know what? It's crazy because I got that Momo really low, and I know she was with the Cementoss. And so I said, you know what, Cementoss, I'll come back to you later. I'm gonna go and blow up your girlfriend. And he realized that. He came around. He's like, no, don't go that way. I know you're going for my teammate. So that was very clever by him to actually realize what was happening. Because he saw me get Momo low. He saw me get distracted with him. Then he saw me go, you know what? I don't even want you right now, you block-headed freak. I'm going to go and take Momo out. Not on a date. I'm going to take her out of this world. And then Cementoss was like, no, you don't. I'm coming for you. And he came around and he actually stopped me. Sort of. He tried to stop me. I think I still got it in the end. I got very short-term memory right now. Yeah, and then I got her down. She came back up, someone else took her down. You know, it is how it is. But we did what we had to do. But I just wanted to commend that Cementoss. He had a good head on his shoulders there. Cementoss has got a head like Francis Ngannou, just square. And you look at him and you think, no one could ever knock this man out. But then Francis fought Anthony Joshua and he got knocked out cold. He got knocked out so cold, it looked like he just got taken out the freezer. So it leads me to beg the question, maybe you can knock Cementoss out. But where does his jaw start? You can't... when you hook this guy, you just have to go for the temple. There's no jaw to speak of. Like, where does that even start? Saying that though, I don't exactly have a picture of Cementoss' head in my face right now, so maybe I'm wrong on that. Do you reckon Cementoss has balls or cubes? You know, if you pulled his pants down, you said, hey, buddy, I got no good reason for this except curiosity. And he said, what are you talking about? And then you pull them down. Are they going to be square or are they going to be circle? That's what I want to know. It's not I want to know. I'm just vaguely, very vaguely, keyword, vague, vaguely interested. But then what about his piece? Is that rectangular or is that cylinder? I don't know what the word is. Cylindrical? Cylinder? You know what I'm talking about. A man's tool is kind of like cylinder, you know? Like a sausage. This is not appropriate. If you are not an old person, or at least past the age of teenage years, you shouldn't be watching this video right now. But with Cementoss, is it a rectangle instead? You know, just like a chocolate bar? A grey chocolate bar down there? Is that what he's working with? How does that work? Looks like a Pez dispenser in his pants. Or is it just circular like everyone else's? Or cylindrical, is that the word? I don't even fucking know. But I'm gonna go along and say that you guys all wondered about this too, just so I don't feel like a freak. So yeah, I'm just asking the questions that you've all asked your parents at the dinner table, so no harm, no foul. You know, I really like the assist feature that it tells you that you have assists, you know? Because there'll be some games you get like 2 KOs and you're like, man, I could have gotten like 8. But, you know, no one believes you. They're like, yeah, course you did. No one believes you. You and your baby 2 KOs. What do you, sit in a high chair when you have dinner, you know? But now, people can see like, hey, hang on a minute. No, this dude might have only got like 2 KOs that game, but he got like 5 assists. So he was actually, you know, doing a lot of good work. Obviously, it doesn't pay much to this situation because it's not, I got 6 KOs and 2 assists. So it's like the opposite of what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about in general, right? I think it's a very nice addition. I feel like this Cementoss has been in this match the entire time, but I feel as if he's almost been dead 1,000 times. Oh, that's right. It's because, okay, he got his... He got Joy Boy back in. Joy Boy. That guy's a good player as well. Oh, I love these kind of situations, you know, when you're just above. And these guys have no idea you're above and you just got to AC 130 on those guys with those bombs. See, you remember back in the day, people were like, oh, it's so easy to shoot people in bushes because of auto-aim telling you where they are. Or aim assist. They weren't wrong. They weren't wrong, but in the beta when there was like nowhere near the same level of aim assist, like basically what it is now, I was still doing that anyway. So I kind of had, you know, like that skill to shoot people through things like really consistently and really well. But people would just chalk it up to aim assist doing it for me. But I was doing it before aim assist was letting me do that. And now that it's gone, I can feel better about myself when I do it. That one was like a really obvious one. But like I said, I do it quite often. I've just got like a knack for knowing where people are in hidden areas. But the aim assist was taking my what's my word I'm looking for? Taking my my recognition for it in season 1 and 2. Hi. Mate, who invited Lickitung to the party? See, if I was the Froppy in this instance, I would pick one of us, because we're kind of scattered. Because like, we're 3 confident guys, which is when someone has the possibility to win a 1v3. When you have 3 people sticking together, it's really hard to get them out of there, because you take one down, the other 2 are right there. But when you have 3 guys like us, who are all kind of like, yeah, I don't need friends. Who needs friends? I'm me. That's enough. Hey, Tony, I'm getting KOs over here. Do you even know what a KO looks like? You know, when you have 3 guys like us who don't stick together, that's when you can kind of 1v3 or, you know, like scattered 2v3 because we're not near each other. So if you get one of us down, you can kind of finish us off before the other ones get there. But they weren't able to pull that one off. It was going to be tough for them anyway, but that's kind of the thing to look for. If you're in a 1v3 or like a scattered 2v3, if everyone's like way out, you just got to focus one guy and get him gone. And then that's how you do it. Because if you jump around hitting all of them like bit by bit, by the time you come back around to the first guy, he's already healed himself again. You know? Man, that's a really purple belt. Or belt buckle. Just like we made that lobby buckle. GG's. So yeah, those were like my first 2 games with Bakugo in over a month. So this was a few days ago or more. More Bakugo videos on the way though, of course. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the shenanigans, the commentary, the tips, the tricks, the tomfoolery. Anyways, thank you guys for being in here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Watch the ads if you can. Don't watch the ones that are like 2 minutes. YouTube's just making fun of you at that point and they don't respect you. Just watch like 30 seconds of it. But you know, the 10-second, 20-second, 30-second ads, give those a watch for me. They really do help me out. But, you know, no pressure. Anyways, thanks for being here. Take it easy. Do I need to say anything else? Thinking. No. This is the end of our interaction. GG. Thank you.